Banks in Nigeria to shut down completely till after 2023 elections if that's coming from the Association of Senior Staff of Banks, Insurance and Financial Institutions. Now this association has directed all bank workers to stay away from work starting from Monday 20th February 2023. The banks are not expected to resume operations till after the 2023 elections. The directive is coming as more bank branches come under attack by hoodlums across the country owing to the current naira scarcity. The association had on Thursday during a media briefing in Lagos warned that it might be forced to direct its members to stay away from work if the attacks on banks and their staff were not immediately halted by the government and concerned security authorities. In a follow-up statement signed by Olusoji Oluwole, the association's national president, and dates February 17, the association said its national secretariat has been inundated with reports of threats and attacks on lives and properties of members and bank branches. The letter with reference number ANS/IIR/JA/OP/5018 and addressed to all unit presidents and secretaries was titled "Stay at Home Order." The statement read, and I quote, "The National Secretariat has been inundated with reports of threats and attacks on lives and properties of members and bank branches, and subsequently has been on the field to monitor and confirm the reports. We issued warnings and appeals to government to provide security measures for the safety of lives and properties of our members within and around the bank premises. But regrettably, the attacks have continued without any form of security for the safety of our members, and recent being the attack today, Friday 17th February 2023, on one bank branch at Epe, Lagos State. We cannot leave the lives and properties of our members exposed to obvious danger. Consequently, all members should today immediately stay away from work in any state where bank branches are attacked. This is to continue every day until normalcy is restored. Please note, you will be availed further directives as events develop." End of quote. So this is what is happening. The banks say they are now the endangered species in the brouhaha between the looters in this country. The brouhaha between looters. The situation we are having is a case where the kettle is calling the pot black. Because those who have made the policy for naira redesign and the withdrawal limit, they have made sure that some people who have looted funds, who have stored it or stashed it in safety tanks on the ground and everywhere, that they lose the money. Yes, they felt that they want to buy vote with it. The president's speech or his address to the nation, at the end of it, the president made it open for all who care to listen that the policy of the currency policy is targeted at ensuring that vote buying is reduced to its barest minimum, particularly in the forthcoming elections. Yes, so that is they are trying to make sure that those who have looted the source of the country and who are vying for elections, they don't have money to buy the votes or the conscience of Nigerians. But what about themselves, those cabal in Aso Rock who are doing this policy to witch hunt some other persons? How about their own loot? How about the money they have looted for 8 years? Where is the money? Okay, because they have dialogued with the central bank, and so their own, maybe they have a soft landing for them. Yes, because themselves, they have looted the resources. Is it because they're not contesting elections? So what about the loot, the unloot? What will happen to it? So that is what is happening. The banks has been under attack, and indeed there have been an endangered species in this brouhaha. So honestly speaking, reports of attacks on banks have been, on the front burner. In Delta State, banks were attacked. In Edo State, banks were attacked, where the state governor accused the former governor, Adams Oshomole, of being responsible for the attacks on banks in Edo State. Yes, so other states, banks have been attacked like Ogun State, Lagos. The latest attacks, according to the members, according to this association, they said Epe in Lagos. a particular bank in Epe, Lagos State, was attacked. So it has been attacked from one attack to the other, and the bankers has been indeed a dangerous species. We read the news where Zenith Bank workers were scaling fence to avoid being lynched by angry customers. And so that is it. President Muhammadu Buhari and his own political party, the members of his own party, has been at loggerheads over this naira scarcity, or designing of the naira and withdrawal limit. Yes, we have said it ab initio that as events unfold, as this 2023 challenge becomes, a lot of things will be exposed because they are strange bedfellows. They converged for evil, and that evil they have orchestrated since 2015 up until 2023. Yes, and now the things that have been holding them together, which is evil, has torn apart, and they're in disarray. Yes, kingdom rising against itself, that means the kingdom will not stand. So the people who are campaigning to retain power in APC, as long as presidency is concerned, accusing those already in the presidency, those who have stayed there for almost 8 years, that they are sabotaging their efforts to clinch the number one position in the country, or to retain their position as the ruling party. That is what is happening in the polity. And we have said it. Those who are against the policy and those who are in favor of the policy, or those who are orchestrating the policy, they are doing it for their selfish interest. All the parties involved, both the governors who are approaching the court, both those who are approaching those who have said that whatever the court said amounts to nothing. They say they will not obey the court order. We know them. This one will not be a different case. The government of Nigeria are in the habit of not obeying order. Those who are shouting in Kaduna, Kano, Zamfara, shouting that the government should obey the court order. What happens to the others? The court has given the federal government in the past, and the federal government has, flagrantly disobeyed. They didn't do anything. They don't ask the federal government to obey the court directive. It is now that they know that government should obey court order, particularly the federal government. That is hypocrites. There are hypocritical elements. Yes, the Erufais, the Gandujas. That is what they are doing, and the Matawales. Even some other governors who have joined, like Ondo State Governor, Rivers State Governor. Yes, Sokoto State Governor. We know some governors that have enjoyed the suit that the Supreme Court have scheduled to be had on 22nd of February 2023. Yes, the substantive suit. So what we are saying is this: Nigeria is in disarray, is in tatters. But we said it earlier on that it will happen. So the bank said they will not operate if the attacks persist. And the naira scarcity, still persists. So what will happen? The citizens are angry. There's poverty in the land. Hunger and anger pervades the Nigerian communities, particularly the hinterlands. And so that is it. So they said they will not operate. And you know what that means? If the banks refuse to operate at all, they are operating, and we're seeing that people are still going through suffering. How much more when they shut down completely, and that they said they will